This is TWiT.
Twitter reported its second quarter financial performance today, which had shareholders dancing in the streets, I think. Revenue of $312 million and earnings per share of 2 cents were well above what analysts had expected. A loss of a penny per share on revenue of $283.07 million. Revenue was also way up 124% from the year ago period, and 81% of Twitter's ad revenue came from mobile advertising. The company reports it now has 271 million monthly active users, which is also up 24% year over year. And after hours trading, the stock was up almost 30%. There is a party going on somewhere. China has opened an anti-monopoly probe into Microsoft over the company's Windows and Office software after conducting surprise raids of the company's China offices yesterday. China's State Administration for Industry and Commerce has been investigating Microsoft since an industry complaint back in June of 2013 alleged that Windows and Office are not fully open, resulting in compatibility and bundling and document verification issues. Copies were taken off of Microsoft contracts and financial statements, along with PC and server storage containing internal emails. The China market is a big one for Microsoft. The Windows OS is the top operating system in the country. However, back in May, a Chinese government agency began banning purchases of Windows 8 systems, Microsoft ending official support for Windows XP, which exposed that OS to security risks, has been cited as at least one reason by China's state-controlled press. As expected, today, U.S. Senator Patrick Leahy introduced legislation, the USA Freedom Act, to ban the government's bulk collection of Americans' telephone records and internet data and limit how much information it can seek in a search. The bill has White House backing, and it goes further than a version passed back in May by the U.S. House of Representatives in reducing bulk collection. Congress leaves for a 5-week break this Friday. It's a little unclear at this point if lawmakers are going to be able to address the legislation before November elections, but the bill would end the bulk business records collection of phone records authorized by Section 215 of the USA Patriot Act, and instead would authorize searches for call records 2 hops from a search term and then limit the types of search terms themselves. The records indicate connections and durations of calls, but do not include specific content. Inspur Group, have you heard of this company? It's a Chinese company that once made computer accessories, is seeking to rival IBM as a top provider of computer servers company in China. It's kind of thanking Edward Snowden for this as well. Since the Worldwide National Security Agency controversy began, Inspur, which started out way back in the 1960s making computer accessories, has seen its domestic server sales soar, overtaking Dell, China's own Huawei, and HP in the first quarter to top China's charts for server shipments, according to data from Gartner. The boom in China has also lifted Inspur to the number 5 spot globally. U.S. vendors Dell, HP, and IBM have all seen market share declines in China and globally as well. The tide is turning. Shared car service Uber has focused up until now on giving rides to consumers, civilians, but the company recognizes that many rides are work-related. So a new feature called Uber for Business will let employees bill their Uber trips directly to their company. A centralized billing system sends trip details back to people or departments at that company so that the employee doesn't have to collect receipts anymore. For employees who already have Uber accounts, an option to join a work account pops up on their private account, and that company says that users will be able to easily toggle between work and personal payment options. So business travel is automatically expensed and personal trips stay separate.